Welcome to the HR Happy Hour work break for a New Year's Eve. I'm with Madeline Lorano. Madeline, how are you today?
Hey, Steve. I am great. I'm ready for 2021.
Me too. I'm going to tell you what, who isn't, right? After the way this year has gone, and it can't be said anymore, right? Like, wow, the worst year ever. Let's get out, right? I wonder if people are going to be particularly raging, like even in their homes tonight, right, for New Year's Eve. I have to tell you, I probably will, not raging, maybe it's not the right word, but ready for it a little bit. And quite frankly, Madeline, it's about 2:30 Eastern time as we record this on New Year's Eve. I'm officially off the clock, right? This is my last official work-related activity of the year.
Awesome.
I went with a special cocktail for New Year's Eve. This cocktail is a champagne-based cocktail. It's called the French 75. These are the ingredients.
There you go.
75. So a little bit of gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, mix it up, chill that, pour that in, top with champagne, lemon twist, easy as can be.
Steve, that looks amazing. I wish I was there. I would have one.
Cheers. Yeah. So what do we got?
I just have wine.
Hey.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with wine.
Well, cheers to you, Madeline. Cheers to everyone, all the HR Happy Hour fans. I'm going to take a sip of the 75 because I've not actually tried it yet.
You have to tell us how it is.
Oh, that's nice. So it's champagne-y, it's fizzy, it's a little bubbly, it's a little cool. But the gin bites through. You get it. You get a little bit of
that's good.
A little bit of sweetness. This is not bad. And for those who care, which is maybe dozens, the French 75 was named for the 75 millimeter field gun utilized by the French in World War I and was created in around 1927. So that's awesome. French with their champagne in their cocktail. So
that's a good drink. That's a good pick.
Not bad at all. There'll probably be a couple more of these in my future today. So yeah, Madeline, I've talked to you in a little while. How did the sort of end of 2020 go for you? I know you've been super busy because we've been trying to coordinate doing a show. We just can't connect. And
I know.
You've been going crazy, I know. So how'd the end of the year kind of roll for you?
So busy. I mean, I'm grateful. So I'm not going to complain about being busy because I know, people aren't, and I, could be in an alternative situation, but I've been so busy and there's just a lot going on. I mean, there's been so many acquisitions in the space.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's been a busy year.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, no, it's us too. We had the pivot to virtual, right? For organizations, for us, I do a ton of work in the event space, right, all year long. And the pivot to virtual, the big HR Tech virtual conference in the fall, which was actually a really, really successful event.
It's awesome.
Which I'm super excited to be a part of that and looking forward to a great 2021. We're planning on it. Like we're going to be starting I've already started working on 2021 and we're super optimistic. We'll all be back in Vegas in the end of September next year. And, knock on wood, but that's going to happen.
At Mandalay, right? Mandalay
Bay. Yeah. Mark your calendars. Awesome. Yeah. So one of the things I thought would be cool for the last show of the year, the last work break show, the last everything for 2020, I found this kind of interesting piece of data that the folks at Nielsen, who we know from doing TV ratings, radio ratings, and media ratings, I guess they do other things as well. And they actually tracked the items. I just have the top 5 here. The top 5 items, say like in the grocery store kind of category, that had the largest sales increase in a percentage basis in 2020, right? So pandemic related things. What are the things people went out to buy? And I'm not talking about hand sanitizer or Clorox wipes. I'm talking about actual stuff you can consume, right? Food and beverage. Here's the top 5. Number 5, lobster, an increase of 58%. I'm shocked. I'm making lobster tonight. I got some from my Butcher Box showed up yesterday. And I threw some lobster in it for a little indulgence for New Year's Eve.
Awesome.
Number 4 was crab, up 63%. So sort of in that same lobstery ballpark.
Yeah.
Number 3, yeast, up 98% because we turned into a nation of bread makers and sourdough aficionados. Number 2, I never would have guessed. Actually, I never would have guessed 2 and 1. Number 2, meat alternatives. So all those new products that are coming out, substitutes for meat, up 110% this year.
Wow.
I think that was mostly not just pandemic related. I think just more of them came to market and became just more well-known and popular. And number 1, and I've never actually had this, Madeline, I'd love for you to comment if you have it, oat milk, up 208%.
Wow.
What do you do with oat milk?
Oat milk. I guess it's if you have allergies to both dairy and nuts and you can't have almond milk or soy milk. maybe that's the best bet. Maybe that's a new thing too. So I have to say from that list, Steve, I have not had any, I've had bread, I've had tons, but I haven't made my own bread. So,
I haven't either.
Lobster. I have not had any crab, no meat alternatives. I eat no yeast. I mean, none of that. And
I up until tonight. I would say the same thing, Madeline, up until tonight, where I said I'm making some lobster that showed up at my door yesterday. I think Butcher Box saved me. I was thinking a little bit today. I exercised earlier today in my home. I've not gone back to my gym since March 10th or whatever day was the last day. And I've acquired some more gear, right, over the course of the year, because you just have to. Yeah. And I really did think, like, to myself today, being able to do that and then get out and run, you know, you're a big runner and you're a really good runner. I'm awful and average, but just being able to do that. So I was looking at my Runkeeper stats for today, and I think I ran like 162 times or something like that in 2020. Wow. Different times I got out there, and that and like a couple of pairs of dumbbells in my room kind of kept me. I don't know if I stayed insane, but I didn't get completely insane. I think that was the difference. So yeah, have you been able to get out there and do a little bit running? I know the weather's turning a little bit for you.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, I have not been back to the gym since all of this, and I thought I would be at this time, but I just haven't. And I've been running, and I do like these Zoom bar. You'll laugh at this, like bar classes. It's kind of like a mix of ballet and stretching. And
how does that work?
I do them on Zoom. Yeah, I bought this bar. So I have this big bar contraption. So no lobster or crab for me, but I bought this bar. I have this like physical bar, and I do these Zoom classes. And I feel like very grateful that I haven't had any injuries, because there've been times through running where I haven't been able to run, and then I can go to the gym and do other things. So I'm very fingers crossed that no injuries for me next year.
Yeah, hope so. That was hope. Hey, you told me before the show real quick about one thing you kind of caught wind of, which would help me is I had to Google to figure out how to make this drink, like an online kind of cocktail making kind of class. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've been seeing a few posts, especially at the bars in Boston, and I'm sure it's other bars too, where they're offering classes tonight, $10, and you learn how to make 3 different drinks. And I thought that's great. You do it all over Zoom, and you learn three different party drinks, hopefully for next year. So I might check 1 or 2 of those out. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. That'd be a fun way to kind of, because most of us are going to be home tonight, kind of ringing in the new year at home, which is good in a way because it's safe. No one's driving, which is awesome, right? We're home.
Yep. Good news.
I stocked up this week. I'm not going to lie. So to try to have a big night and a big rest of the rest of the New Year's Eve. So, well, cool. I think, Madeline, this has been awesome. Super fun. Glad you took a few minutes out of your day. I hope you're now taking a real break now.
Real break.
You're off the clock. You've got your wine, right? And can enjoy New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Happy New Year. I hope we get to see each other in 2021.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to happen. Things are going to get back and we'll find a way. Right. And I'm optimistic all the way. And I look forward to seeing everybody, especially. So I do want to say thanks, of course, to Trish McFarlane, who created this show. This was all her idea. And I'm so excited about the fact that she did that and how good it's done and how many people have watched this, which has been absolutely ridiculous. And so thanks to them, and thanks to everybody else for joining us along the way this year. So
thanks for having me on, Steve.
Yep, check out
Trish. Happy New Year.
Yeah, absolutely. Madeline, you have a great rest of the day. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks everybody for watching.